Well, it was a political decision made by a judge. I think it's a disgrace. It's 48,000 jobs. I approved it. It's ready to start. And they went, and I guess they'll end up going to the Ninth Circuit as usual.
Now, the judge said the permit to build shouldn't have been granted because of a lack of scientific evidence in support of it. He basically wants a do-over of Keystone's environmental impact review before it can move forward, which is a serious setback for a project that's already seen plenty of them. The original proposal dates back 10 years, 1 million barrels of oil a day from Alberta to Texas. But even after getting the go-ahead, delay after delay, the very next year, 2 weeks of protests outside the White House, police intervene. And a month later, in Ottawa too, 117 people arrested on Parliament Hill. Then, after years of negotiation, Barack Obama vetoes the project. But the pipeline would find an ally in Donald Trump. He clears the way forward, only to hit this new roadblock. So 10 years and still no pipeline. So, unsurprisingly, the lack of progress continues to be hugely frustrating in Canada's oil sector. They're exasperated, but as Rafi Boudjikanian tells us, with so much invested and so much to gain, they're not giving up.
We know there's obstacles.
In just the space of a few months, yet another setback for Canadian oil. A U.S. court cited environmental concerns as one reason they're halting the pipeline.
To be clear, a number of those concerns were not addressed over the years, and now we're a government that is addressing them.
The contentious pipeline has long been the target of protesters both in the U.S. and Canada. Today's decision has given politicians here much to fret about.
I am disappointed in the court's decision, and I will be reaching out to TransCanada.
At the end of August, the Canadian Federal Court of Appeal decision halted the Trans Mountain project's expansion. Environmentalists are hoping today's development marks a sea change for the oil industry.
Pipelines are threatening communities, First Nation, water, fueling the climate crisis, and we know we just can't build any more pipelines.
What these guys do is they go out fishing.
This industry analyst says plaintiffs against the oil industry cast as wide a net as possible, creating lengthy delays, and it's causing the Canadian sector a lot of money. He says about $100 million a day since product is staying put and the big players are not adapting.
Incumbents, traditional long-term companies, when it comes to new technologies, new ways of thinking, they lose. So Amazon has taken over where the Sears, which was a catalog company, couldn't make that jump. Is this applied to oil companies? Yeah, there's a lot of that. Quit whining about the past. Here's what it is. Deal with it.
From TransCanada today, only this terse statement. We have received the judge's ruling and continue to review it. We remain committed to building this important energy infrastructure project. With the U.S. State Department calling this ongoing litigation, an appeal seems almost certain. Rafi Boudjikanian, CBC News, Edmonton.